Now, I'm a cook with many ideas. I can cook anything that I really put my mind to because, you know, they call me chef after all. But if there's one thing that I couldn't really cook, it would definitely be cake. Because who likes cake? Like, honestly, it is the most disgusting thing to me. They call me chef, right? So I should be able to cook anything I put my mind to. Except there's some things which I just don't really understand. Like, I don't know, just sweet things overall, or like cake. What is the interesting cake? And that's what we're going to explore today. Ladies and gentlemen, I like multiple foods. I like savory foods from curries to pastas and yada yada yada, you know, just this multinational cuisine, which I absolutely adore. Except when it comes to the things which are adored by everyone, what's the one thing that almost everybody loves? You have it at almost any celebration, from a baby shower to a wedding to even a funeral. Some people have funerals with these things. That's right, boys and girls. Today we are going to be cooking cake. And no, I'm not talking about my thick, juicy ass. I'm talking about the spongy, sweet, chocolate-ridden piece of dessert. Now, as you can probably tell, I do not like cake. I don't like many sweet things. I don't like chocolate, I don't like cake, I don't like ice cream. They are all disgusting to me. Therefore, I never make them because why make something I don't like? Now, even if you're not as foreign to me as the world of cake, you should be a pretty big dumb baby to not know what the basic ingredients are in a cake. The basic ingredients are as follows: butter, milk, eggs, self-raising flour, cocoa powder, some food coloring, sugar, and some icing mixture for your cake's icing. Alright, so we've got all our ingredients here to make a beautiful cake, and I know what you're thinking. Well, this is going to be a very boring video. You're just making a f***ing cake. Well, guess what? I don't know how to. And we're doing it blind, bitches. Okay, so I've got all my ingredients here. I've got my blindfold, the most crucial part to this recipe. It's going to be amazing. Now we just need our utensils. Utensil time. So we've got everything we need. We've got our cake tin, we've got our whisk, we've got our spoon, and we've got our mixing bowl. So now it is almost time to get started. But first, as I won't be able to see, you guys can see what I can see. Alright, so I've got it recording now. As you can see, here are my hands, nice and in sync, hopefully. Let me just do a... That didn't work. Alright, so here goes nothing. Just put that there for a second. Alright, and time for the transformation. Here we go. Okay. So, for people who don't know, the first part to making a cake is getting the flour. Put about maybe... So, the main component is flour. So, get a good amount in there. I think that is great. Just dust your hands off whenever you get the chance. Next thing on the list, you got to get your milk. Get some milk on in there. Now, you never need to use too much milk compared to the amount of flour you have. It's hardly any milk. This actually frightens me. This is horrible. Next, we're going to add some butter. So you don't need too much butter. So we'll just get our spoon here. And now we're going to scoop about this much into the bowl. Perfect. That should be looking great in there now. Here you go, guys. There's a view. Sorry if my hair's in the way. There's the view. I can't see what's happening. I should really be looking down, actually. Next thing we're going to do is get our eggs. I sure do love eggs. One egg. 3 eggs for this cake. 2. Our third egg. What was that? Mamma mia. Alright, so that's all the eggs done. Got a pretty nice mixture, I would imagine, in here. Get your whisk. And just start whisking the shit out of it. There's a good view for you guys at home. Please don't try this at home. It's pretty dangerous considering you can't see anything. And this is thick. And you could easily hurt yourself doing something like this, or dirty your kitchen. So kids, don't do it. That is getting to the perfect cake consistency that we love. Okay, so if your mixture is ever feeling a bit too thick like mine is at the moment, next you just get some more milk. Milk is always the answer in cakes. Just get some more milk. Just splash some milk in there. And you're good to go again. So you just keep mixing until it gets to a nice silky texture. Now, I may not know a lot about cake, but I do know a lot about cooking overall. Did you know that there is a danger zone between 5 degrees and 60 degrees Celsius, which means if your food is in that range or being kept within that range, it can't be eaten because that is salmonella waiting to happen. Alright, let's see this. How's that texture? That is nice. That is a much better texture now. Okay, I think that's looking pretty beautiful at the moment. You can finally add your cocoa powder. As we are making a chocolate cake today, we got to have that chocolate flavoring, which we all know and love. Now, I forgot to get scissors or something to open this, but that is quite alright. Just get some cocoa powder in there. I think that would be enough. Is there any in there? Did any go in? Okay, that seems good. Now we are going to whisk it again. If you find that your cake is getting a little bit too dry from the amount of cocoa powder you just added, just add another egg. More eggs, more liquid. I don't remember being hurt from liquid. I'll get that later. Oh, almost forgot, we need sugar. So let's just find the sugar along here. Here we go. Now, people sure do like their cake sweet. Not me though, so I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar into there. Just a little dab. I don't think any came out. Okay, I think some came out then. Oh, shite. We got some sugar in there, baby. Let's do it. So now once you've got your beautiful cake mixture, here it is. What the f*** on the ground? Like I said at the start, if you ever get into trouble, just add more milk. So let's find that milk there. Where is it? Eggs, flour, sugar. Wait, no, I put the milk around here somewhere. There it is. You know what, let's just finish off our milk here. There we go. Nice and easy done. Now we mix. I don't know where the sink is. So let's just get on in it. This is terrifying. Okay, so where's our cake tin? Here it is. Let's just get some grease up in here. Let's just get some grease up in here. That's looking good to me, I think. Okay. Just make sure that doesn't slip down. Don't want to ruin the challenge. Okay, now let's just pour it on in here. That's sounding pretty good to me. Now come on, it's oven time. Oh, I just need to pull this down for a second so I can see where the oven is. Gotta be safe. Oh, so that's just gonna be in there for about 10 minutes or so. 200. Let me just take this off for a second. Oh, well, I'm back in blindfolded after a little bit of a mess was made, but it's okay because we're going to get right back into it with our icing. So I've pre-melted the butter so that I didn't burn myself because that wouldn't be very good. Forgot scissors again. Wow, it's magic. It's magic. Now, to make icing, you whisk your butter first till it starts to become very mean. Alright, that should be nicely and well whisked. Where's the open side? Here it is. Okay, so now you just start to gradually pour some icing mixture into your butter. Just bit by bit. And then you whisk it. To those people who thought I would amount to nothing, look at me now. I bet they look stupid now. Now, we gotta add the food coloring. But the one thing to remember about food coloring, which is really important, is to only add a couple of drops. Any more than 1 or 2 drops can actually be fatal. There we go, 2 drops. Do you mind just turning the oven off for me?
What the heck?
I think my cake's done. Now we wait. And just like that, it's over. So, as you could have probably seen from the footage, that I am well on my way to being on MasterChef. If not, I think I should already be on MasterChef, if not the actual winner. So, I know what you guys have all been waiting for, the end product. Without further ado, there she is, in all its glory. Now, this is my first time seeing it as well. I had to see it to take it out of the oven, but other than that, this is my first time really looking at it. Like, what is wrong with it? Oh, right. How could I forget? The icing. Now, before I try and dip into this cake, I've obviously got to decorate it. And what better way to pass the time when decorating this beautiful cake than to tell you a little bit about cake history. So according to the food historians, the ancient Egyptians were the first culture to show evidence of advanced baking skills, much like the ones you've seen here today. You know, I could be like one of those true crime... Girl, what you doing? I could be... The girls in this house, I swear. I could be like one of those true makeup crime girls, you know what I mean? They would just do their makeup while enthusiastically talking about how like a woman would go around decapitating any men she saw and just talk about it like nothing happens while they're just doing their makeup. I could do that, but instead I talk about food facts and I make these abominations. My worst true crime story was about how I had senior students in my film course and they would just relentlessly bully and just torture everyone in the class, especially obviously the teenage students who are actually of age to be within that class and not like 20 years over the age, perhaps. And then, yeah, they would just think they were on top shit and be on this massive power trip to the point where they wouldn't care about anyone else's feelings. They would relentlessly bully the POCs of the class, and even better, they ended up f***ing in someone's bed. A student's bed. Their friend's bed. So that's my worst true crime story. And anyway, back on the topic of cake, as obviously we are making this lovely creation here in Sonic Blue. Just my favorite color is Sonic Blue. Did you know that Let Them Eat Cake, I'm pretty sure you've heard that one a couple of times, is actually not Let Them Eat Cake, but instead rather Let Them Eat Brioche. It was said by apparently Marie Antoinette when she found out that the peasants didn't actually have any bread, so she was like, they don't have bread? What the fuck? We should give them cake. In other words, bread, but it was like brioche, so like a sweet bread. So she was going, oh my gosh, I don't care how they are below any income and can barely survive and are probably gonna die from a plague eventually, or something like that. She was like, nah, what they need is cake. As I'm wrapping up here on the decorating of the cake, I just wanna say that I think this is an amazing job. I think I've done like beyond what I thought I could possibly do. Minus the eggshells and stuff I could see within this, it's looking pretty good. Like, if this was served to you at a party, you can't say that you wouldn't eat it. This is the best cake I've ever made. It's the only cake I've ever made, but still, it's the best cake I've ever made. So let's just cut into this baby, shall we? The cutting. Uh-oh. I touched the bottom, gotta kiss the nearest girl. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a bit cheeky. Okay, here we go. I'll make sure to get a nice cross section here. Let's get in under there, yeah. Now this is going to be a lot for me because I don't even like cake. Look at that. Can you see that? There's bits of stuff in here. I don't know what it is. There's a bit of something blue, like in the cake. But anyways, here goes nothing. It is so dry and chewy. I can't swallow it. But overall, I would say that's a pretty good fucking cake.